they've got an array of things that the normal U.S. citizen doesn't have at their hands. I mean, we've got one gentleman in jail right now that is suing to become a woman and to have the surgery to become a woman. He's in jail for murder. So why should taxpayers be paying for that? And they're doing nothing constructive to rehabilitate these people. So rehabilitate them, I mean, put them in the military. Even if you put them in the military, put them in jobs where they're not going to, it's not like they can turn around with a gun and shoot a bunch of people. Put them in jobs where they'll be watched or whatever, but they have to do the manual labor. They have to, go by the rules. It's a whole different structure than just normal life. But then we're not, they're actually being productive and helping that way.
So you think that the rights that they're given in prison are too
lenient?
Yes.
Yes.
You think that prison is kind of like a joke? For some
It's
cases.
it's a country club, yes. And there are good things that come out. I mean, for minor offenses and stuff like that, but they actually do a good job. But for the normal person, like I said, if at 18, if you're forced to join the military and you get that structure and that learning, and I realize there's people that get out that make it big. I mean, we've got Walt Disney who had a dishonorable discharge and still started Walt Disney. But he got out in a time when you could do that stuff. Nowadays, you can't. You get a dishonorable discharge, you're not going to be able to do that. You can't go start a new Disneyland. Microsoft and Apple have already been started. There's not as many opportunities today because of the technology for kids, whereas before there was a lot more. So, but if they have that structure behind them, they have that to use, plus they get some training in something, then they will get further in life.
Do you think we should put ROTC in all high schools and colleges?
I haven't given that much thought, but that probably would be a good idea.
To get them started
early. To get them started early. Should they all be officers? No. Would I have done good as an officer? I don't think so. Way too opinionated to be an officer.
Now, what is ROTC?
It's officer training, but basically what the acronym stands for, I don't know. What it is basically you do your studies, but you do military training while you do your studies. And in college, how it works in high schools, I think, is all voluntary. But in colleges, you can actually use that towards, they pay you money towards to help pay for your college. And then you give them 4 years into the military as an officer. So it's basically like an officer candidate school, or you go to the Naval Academy, you do 4 years there, and you do the training while you're there, and they're paying for it there. So it's just a